Alright, what we're going to do now is just tack weld these sides on. There's not a real lot of pressure or anything on them, so we're just going to tack them on. And we'll put both those sides on, and then we'll put the top on it. Same thing, tack the other side. Okay, what we're going to do is get your 90-degree magnets out again, or whatever you use, and tack these on, and we're going to put the tops on. Yeah. Alright, we got our tabletop pieces cut over here. Now we're going to make some braces for it to strengthen it up. I got it set already, I already measured it out, so we're going to cut this off. We're going to need 4 of these. We're going to need 2 short pieces for each tabletop piece, so we need 4 of those too. All right, here we go. Okay, we're going to cut our last piece right here for the small pieces. Now, these are going to go like this. This is going to go right here. This is going right here. You got a back piece right there. It's going to beef this up so it's nice and strong. We're going to run some more braces to beef it up even more, but we're going to cut some holes in here so you can clamp it. And the other one's going to have holes so you can do some plasma cutting. What I'm going to do now is weld this together, you know, make a nice little square, rectangle, whatever, and then we'll put this thing on it, weld it on, and we'll cut the holes after it's all beefed up pretty good. And I'll do that off camera and I'll show you when we get to that part. Okay, what we're going to do is cut some braces for in here. We need 6 of them because there's going to be some holes in here so you can clamp things down to the welding table. So I got it set up right here for the correct size, and we're going to cut 6 of them. All right, I'm going to cut the other 5 and we'll show you how it looks. We'll grind all these edges down and weld it on, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, what we got going now is down here is our beams that go across for the welding table. This is the top. We're going to cut some strips in there so you can put clamps in there and clamp it down. This right here is for the plasma cutting part. We're going to run this, weld a beam here, beam here. We're going to cut a big hole out of this metal, and we'll probably run a beam right here to beef it up a little bit, maybe one along here because you want this strong too. We're going to weld these pieces together and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I grinded the whole edges. I don't know if you can see right here. I grinded this whole edge down instead of grinding it for each piece. That way I can just weld it and it'll grab better. That's about it. So what we're going to do now is weld these on. Oh, another thing we show you. This right here, I want at least 4 feet. So in other words, these poles are going to be on the inside here is going to be at least 4 feet. That way, if I get a piece of sheet metal and it's 4 feet long, I can put it on here and just make one cut with a plasma cutter without moving the thing back and forth. All right, we're going to weld this together and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, now what we have, we beefed this table up. This is where the plasma cutting is going to be done. We're going to have a rack that goes in there. It'll be real nice. I put these little pieces of square tubing in here just to make it stronger. I went a ½ an inch from the edge all the way around and cut these a ½ inch, stuck them in there and weld them on. Now we're going to grind them off so they'll be smooth when we put the table down. I'll show you what it looks like when I get it all grinded smooth. All right, you can see this is what you want it to look like right here. If you can zoom in on this, and that's how they look. That way you can put the tabletop nice and flush. You won't have any bumps or anything. Just grind them down with a simple grinder. And now we're going to probably put the other table together, finish welding it up, and we'll let you see them both before we put the tops on. All right. All right, what we're going to do is I clamp the tabletop to the base. Now, what we're going to do, this is going to be the cutting table, so we're going to cut this piece out. All right, so what you're going to do is grab a soapstone pin and just draw a line where you want it to go. Okay. All right, that's what we want. Now, to make sure you get the right edges, the right sides, you're going to mark whatever you want. A, I'll put an A here, and an A on the edge here. And then, I mean, that's going to tell you. You can put a B down here too if you want to put D, just in case one gets wiped off or something. All right, now what I'm going to do is unclamp it and cut this square out, and then we're going to put the top back on, and I'll show you as we go. Okay, we got this clamped down so we can make a nice straight line. We're going to cut here, then we're going to turn it around, cut the other side, and then we're going to cut the two ends, and this thing will fall right out, and we'll have a good edge. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. You can do this either way. If you don't have a plasma cutter, you can use like a cutting wheel. It'll cut it just the same way. This is just a little faster. Different ways to do it. All right, I use this plate. It works for me. It's really heavy. It's like 1/4 inch, I think. And it's just a good balance to keep things from falling off the table. All right, so I'm going to cut this, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done.